child, maybe your child offends you,
Yeah.
you are like you get mad and you want you are, that's a response. And
A response.
yeah, that's what you know. The way we respond to whatever issue that come up matters.
Yeah.
Be you parenting or in any relation.
Okay, so what's up, guys? It's today's edition of Free Talk, and this your boy Samuel. On my right, sorry, I forgot I was on my left is
Elizabeth Fabilola.
Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Free Talk Show. We are still asking, parents and also teenagers why teenagers are moving out of their parents' houses so early, and we just want to get people's opinion and also the teenagers themselves. What do they think about their group of friends or other teenagers moving out of their parents' houses? So let's go and to get people's opinion. All right, ma. So to begin with, ma, I would like to know your name, ma.
Alarakpe.
Olarakpe.
Alarakpe. Alaka.
Alaka.
Yes.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. So, ma, I just want to ask, ma, what do you think about teenagers moving out of their parents' houses?
I think it's a good thing, Only petomba to dagba, you let them do the balance. Sorry, buying. You let them toba to local. Yeah, there you go. And right to local, you just let them, because you have to trust them that you've nurtured them from when they were young. You've advised them, you've talked to them so many times that all that knowledge, all that advice, all that goodness that you've put in them, that they will be able to make use of it. So and as a parent, when it's time, we just have to let them go, and you just pray that the Lord will go with them and give them that discerning spirit to be able to make the right decision and do things, because when you fall, you rise and you continue to go.
True.
So we just can't hold them down.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what are the causes? What do you think are the causes of teenagers moving out of their parents' house, man?
I think because they always think Nigeria are very strict. There's so many comedy stuff out there about Nigerian parents, and my kids are born and bred here, and they too said it. That we were strict. But the same thing is, another thing is they realize that the strictness is actually a good thing. Because my older child, at school, she always writes, when everybody else is writing an essay about what's going on in their life, she always writes about me washing too much plates. My mom makes me wash this plate. My mom makes me clean this house. And that's all her essay is about. Sure. But when she listens to the other American kids, what they're writing, a lot of them are writing about depression. They're writing about wanting to commit suicide. They're writing about, so one time she came home, she was like, Mom, I don't know what's going on. I said, because African parents, a lot of what we invest in the life of our children.
Yes.
If we wanted to know what's going on, doesn't mean we're being nosy or we don't trust you. It just means we trying to protect you in the way we know best. And a lot of American kids here, they give them so much freedom. True. And a lot of them get into so many things that they don't. For us, my children have never been to concert, and they always think, why haven't we? The first concert we come to was when the church has a concert, and what's the singer's name? He came over. Nathaniel Bassi came over.
Wow.
That was when we have so many, and they say, okay, this is the closest we've ever been to concert. and they enjoy it, Wow. So they always tell me, I said, where I cannot go with you, I'm sorry, you cannot go. It's not, but it's just, so that's why a lot of them, they think we're very strict. I'm strict, but at the same time, I give them freedom. I let them go to their friend's party if they want to. I just give them a time that they have to be home. I drop them there. I make sure the parent of the student, whoever is having, know that, okay, I'm the parent, I'm dropping her, and I'm coming back to pick my kids. So that's just how it is. You let them, there's some little things, as they grow older, they become getting into high school, then we should start pulling back little by little, because they're going to be going to college.
Definitely.
And when they go in college, you can't go with them. Sure. And growing up, I've learned, they said, when they're out, they just go crazy and wild. I'd rather let them do it at home than they go out and start thinking, But if it's something they've already experienced, when they go out there, I know when I was growing up, my mom was very strict. I've climbed this fence so many times and go to somewhere, you know, so I know. So why do I need to do it to my kids too? So it's better I take them there and then let them do it and witness it and experience it and see how it is. The other day my son came home and said he want to put an earring on. I said, earring. Well, okay, go and buy a clip-on first. Let's try with the clip-on. And he put a clip-on. He went to school and came back, said, where's the end? Mommy, that was so painful. That clip-on was too painful for me. I can't do it. Money, if you go and pierce your ears, it's the same thing. You're going to pierce it, it's going to be painful. And you're going to, if you don't take care of it, it's going to get infected. And so, oh, now you're bringing your nursing thing in. I said, it is. It's going to get infection. Infection can be septic. Yeah, they think I'm crazy anytime I go into that. So you just have to let them try. Try and telling them you can do it. Also, we've all been there. We've all been children once, and we've all know what we went through. If our parents have to come and start telling about our story, so why do we have to now let her to cage under closure? Because it's no, you know, they're gonna do it. So why not now? Let them just enjoy it.
Thank you, ma. And what do you think about the financial aspect of it, of, you know, teenagers moving out of their parents' house?
The financial, this is the thing, Masokwe, if you want to, like my husband always say, if you want to do something, you emancipate. So that means you have to take responsibility. There is responsibility that comes with everything. If they decided, like if they go to college, you know, if they go to college, I'll help with college. And it's as a parent, it's our responsibility to make sure our kid, and like I always tell her, I say your part is to make sure you do well at school, and don't pick a course that you come out and you'll be still looking for a job, you know, 6-7 months down the road. I'm not going to waste that money, but pick something that you can work with. So the financial part of it is what we all have to go through. If some of us plan for it, some, due to one circumstance or the other, cannot. And for here, that's why you encourage the kids. You have to make sure you maintain a good grade. You have to have a good GPA so you can get a good scholarship. You know, so that's all that. And that starts from the moment they step into high school. You have to start working with them. You have to be on top of their school. You have to be on top of their grade, so that way they can be able to get all those scholarships, every single one of them. And they have an app that the kids can just sign into and put them into so many scholarships, and they get it. And this had to be academical or sport, you know, just get them into anything that way. And then when that happens, and if they, by grace of God, they get a scholarship, and then you're part of it. There's so many loans you can get. You're investing in your children's life. That financial part of it is something we all know it's going to happen.
Thank you very much, ma. So finally, as a parent, ma, what advice would you give to a parent who wants their children to move out of the house ASAP, and also the ones that are restricting their children from moving out?
Well, okay, what would I say? You know, every home is different. Yes. You know, and some parents, they have a reason why they're restricting that child from going. And some of them, they have a reason why they're pushing him out, like, you know what, get out. But in everything, we just have to still think of how would this benefit this child? And how would this benefit me? You know, is this child ready for me to push him out? Or is this child not ready? Is this somebody I still need to keep in home? Or even if the child, you say, okay, I just want him out. Why? What reason? You know, because there is no child, even if you think he's wayward, he's going bad, and want him out. Every wayward, there's a prodigal child still come back. You know, and because if we push, this is our tomorrow. Yes. And we have to guide our tomorrow. Yes. We have to make sure everything, because the whole purpose of us coming to this country is to make sure that our tomorrow inherits every goodness in this land. So they just have to think about it. Is this something that will be a blessing to this child, or is this something that will not? So, and they can make this decision. They have to trust that child too, that if we're doing it, okay, he's going to survive. You know, because Nigerians, like I said, we have a spirit of adventure. We have to travel. Yeah. We have to, every one of us, we go places. True. You know, and we that come here from Nigeria, that's the purpose. So we should just let those kids fly when it's time to fly, and pray that the Lord will carry them all through it all.
Thank you very much, ma.
You're welcome.
Yes, ma. Thank you very much, sir, for your time on set, sir. To begin with, sir, I would like to know your name, sir.
Yeah, my name's Mr. Adeola Adenira Alexander.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir, for your time, sir. So, what do you think about teenagers moving out of their parents' houses, sir?
Well, it has been a thing that's been happening before became teenagers, and because and it will continue to happen, because every teenage, they said we call it at a certain age, they want to get their freedom. They want to have free time to go do what they want to do, and every parent wants their child or their children to become somebody in life. They don't want them to go with. So it's a thing that's been happening at that particular age. They want to go out, they want to be free, so which happened to every one of us, even when we were teenagers. And the same thing our dad will tell us, sometimes when you demand for something, they will remind you that during their time, 1960s or 40s, they used to work during this and that, and we will tell them, your time is different.
True.
Now we are in the jet age. They will tell you this is not jet age. They will want you to know that they still have the experience. So it's a thing that's been happening, and I believe that it will not really stop. So, but my advice is that the parents should know how to guide their children. They need freedom. Everybody wants freedom, but make sure they watch them, know the kind of friends they move with, so they'll be able to determine what they will become.
Okay, sir. So, sir, what do you think causes teenagers to move out of their parents' house?
A lot of things could cause that, especially people that moves with friends. You understand, a peer group is a cause, because when you have a friend that tells you, let us meet at so place in the evening, and your own parents don't allow you to go out. You understand? So it's going to cause a pressure. They will tell their parents, we have meeting, we do this, but your parent is not aware of the kind of gathering you are going to. So we don't want to allow you to go. So this is the reason when peer group is number one, then issues too, like maybe they want to do some teenagers, maybe when they engage in some activities that they don't want their parents to know. So such things could make them to want to go out. So that is why I said the parents must watch their words at home, know the kind of what they do. From there you can be able to detect, know the kind of friends they have. So this is part of the reason why they want to go. They want freedom.
Okay, sir. So do you support teenagers to move out of their parents' house earlier, or to remain in their parents' house till they are matured and they can move out, sir?
Yeah, it depends on the teenager, and it depends on the way you train up your children. You understand? For example, there are some teenagers, when they are at some certain age, they already have the kind of wisdom. They know what to do when they go out. Their peer friends will not be able to influence them to do bad things. So if this kind of a teenage can stay, at the age of 18 years, definitely can stay alone. But there are some teenagers that can easily be influenced. So this kind of teenagers, they have to watch them. I will not advise that such should be allowed out of their parents' home. A lot of us like that, you understand?
So,
when we were younger.
So when you were younger, sir, did you move out of your parents' house at early age, or you were late?
I begin to talk about my own story. It's not something to write about, because even at the age of 38, 35, my parents, they still want me under them, you understand?
Wow.
But the truth is that no matter how old a teenager is, the parent will always be a parent.
True.
So even if I should return to my parents today, I will act like the same teenage girl when I'm with them. So you have to respect your parents. So, but every parent wants their words to be successful, their children to be successful, but at the same time, they are afraid of what they could become outside, bad influence. So my advice is the parents should watch their children. At the same time, they should make sure they give some certain level of freedom. It's educative freedom. They can move with friends. So maybe they go to like gatherings, educative gatherings, or church community gatherings, and this is good. You should allow them to mix with friends, good peers. That's my advice. Yes.
Okay, sir. So regarding the financial aspect of it, sir, do you think teenagers that move out of their parents' house will encounter difficulties moving out of their parents' houses, sir?
Definitely, any teenager that wants to move out of their parents' house must have some things to rely upon. Maybe must have started working. So if you want to go, definitely you have something to do, so you won't become like the prodigal son. and you want to move out, definitely you will come back home by the time you're done. So it happened to most of us, you understand. When we were younger, we want to go out. So when I'm out of my home, maybe I want to go to Lagos. When in Nigeria, I want to stay alone. By the time I realized that I finished all my money, when my mother will call me, I will say, okay, and you come home now, we start. You understand? I will return back home. You understand? So it's happening. I love it. So these are the things that happen. So a teenager must be financially stable for him to be able to stand alone. But if you think you just want to go stand alone without having a job, definitely this kind of teenage is likely going to get involved in some bad activities like fraud or something just to get money, because they are not ready, they are not yet ripe to work because they don't have education or whatever. So a teenager that wants to go out of his parents' home must have some finances to rely upon, must have a job, or must be a skillful teenager that's getting money somewhere. Then you can stay alone. It's good. You can develop yourself, build yourself. I think that's okay for any teenager.
So, sir, what is your advice for parents that want to push out their children at teenage age? You know, they don't want their children to be in their houses at the age of 18, 19. They just want their children to get out and, you know, fend for themselves.
Kind of parents, I don't know. Something must have happened for a parent to want to push out his word. I don't think nobody will want to do that, except that I don't think that should be able, except if I don't know, but I don't think a good parent should push out his word at the age of 16, 18. It's too young. You understand? So such parents must be maybe separate parents, I don't know. So I don't think a normal parent should push out a word at that age.
Okay,
so I don't advise any parents to send his word out, except maybe, I don't know, but he's married or he's not married, so why should he take him out?
True, sir. You're right.
Yeah, because some parents, even though they are children, if they teenage, they get older, they get married, some parents still want to keep their children with them. Say, bring your wife, don't worry, stay with us. That's the love between the parents and the children. So I don't expect them to say, go out when they are still single. So such parents should not be given that that kind of chance, or they should be watched or need guidance, or they need to be counseled. Such parents. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. It's nice interviewing you, sir.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for the time.
Yes, sir. Before we begin, I would like to know, what's your name?
Ruth Makanjala.
Ruth. All right. Nice meeting you, Ruth. So, I just want to ask a question. What do you think about BB Nigeria?
I know it's a reality show, and I don't know, people do it because of money, and it's been crazy. I don't watch it like in particular. I just see the feeds on Instagram and all. So I don't know. It's just crazy.
So, do you know what they really do on the show?
Yeah, I know they have to like play games and do some challenges to like, I don't know, to win, and over time they get evicted. So pretty much, I think.
Okay. So I just want to ask, as a Christian, should Christians also bring this kind of shows up on TV?
Aside Christianity, it's not even, I don't know, it's not right, because there's like a lot of things going on sexually, and I don't know, it's just been crazy. Like it doesn't work in line with Christianity. Even like personally, I don't like it. But it's funny though, you know.
So do you think Christians should bring out their own program that just looks like that of Big Brother, but without all those sexual, things going on the show?
I don't know if it's manageable, because I don't think you can stay with like a particular people for set period of time, and you don't like grow sexual feelings with them. There's like, I don't know, they've been isolated, no phone, no TV, so it's you're made to have those feelings. It's just the way we handle it. So I don't know if those things can be handled like properly. Probably, I don't know how it's gonna work though, but.
So, do you think the program should be taking off the TV off the hair?
Not not exactly. It don't make no difference. Like, I don't know, everything is on internet right now. So if a show like that is not there, there are other things that are worse than that, like people say. So it's just the way we apprehend those things, I think.
Okay. So now, what do you think about children, teenagers living in their parents' house? What's your thoughts about that?
I don't know. Depending, like, I live with my family. I'm 22, but I still live with my parents. There are kids younger than that that still with the that live by themselves. I think it's just an individual thing, and how the parents, accept those things. I don't know. I don't think it has to do with the age or anything. Some people feel comfortable living by themselves. Some people have the reasons why they still with the family. So whatever decision, I think it's an individual thing.
Okay, so what do you think are the causes of teenagers moving out of their parents' house?
Mostly, I would say it's like I said, it's sometimes they're being influenced by friends, or maybe when you go to college by yourself, there are many things that influence your behavior, and I personally also, I just think I don't know, individual thing. It's just the way they say things. I think.
So regarding the financial aspect of it, do you think teenagers might encounter financial difficulties moving out of their parents' houses?
I don't think so. I don't think it makes no difference. There are many people that stay with their parents that still spend more. I don't think it would change anything. I would say if I actually stop living with my family, I would spend less because I have 3 siblings. So I kind of like cater for them. I want to get them stuff. But I think if I stay by myself, those things like will reduce. I wouldn't see every time. I would still do, but it was going to be like once in a while instead of like daily basis. So like there are like situations like that. So I don't think it will matter.
Okay. So finally, what is your advice to teenagers moving out of their parents' houses?
I don't know. I think everybody should do what works for them. Sometimes we have to make mistakes for us to learn. So like try not to make mistakes that will really man you. Like you don't want to do things that will that are very detrimental to you. Like I think we should do like walking our pace, one step at a time. Find what works for you. I think, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
That will be the end of today's interaction. See you in the next video, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye.